I am live. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. I'm not quite settled in yet. Sorry for that. Sunglasses still on my head. Welcome to Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tomorrow begins the very first day of my very favorite month of the year. So I'm totally stoked. I'm going to put those back on my head because my hair is driving me nuts. They've been on my head since my hair was wet this morning, so it's like formed into these sunglasses. Welcome in, Holly, my mod. Thank you for showing up and coming. Hi, Justin. You thought you were first. You weren't. Hi, Justin. Thank you. The other Justin, RVA Flips and Justin are both Justin. Sorry for the confusion. And yes, it's Halloween time. Horror movies are my favorite. Horror books are my favorite. Halloween is my favorite. I just absolutely love October. I love autumn. I love when the leaves change. I love the crispness in the air, the way everything smells. And I love the beginning of Q4 and all the promise that it holds. Colette is here. Hi, Colette. For those of you that don't know, Colette and I are actual friends in real life. We've known each other for years, and we actually met in a writing group when we both used to be writers. And we lost touch for a little bit, and she was getting into reselling and was watching one of Casey's live shows, the one I was a guest on, and she was like, wait a minute, is that Star? And she got back in touch with me, and so we hang out. We see each other about, what, once, twice a month for lunch. But yeah, that was like a really neat way to reconnect with someone through Casey, right? But yeah, we've known each other for years. Thank you for showing up for one of my live shows, Colette. Erin is here. Hi. So as people just kind of dribble in, I'm going to give everybody time to come in. I'm just going to keep talking a little bit about the beginning of October. The temperatures here have started to drop, but they're starting to climb back up, which is kind of disappointing because we had a week where I could wear my hoodie and I was like, woo, it's getting to be fall. And I got my pumpkin coffee, and the temperatures are going to creep back up to 80 by next weekend. So on that, but I'm definitely looking forward to the leaves changing. That's one of my favorite things. I'm from Arizona originally, so I'd never even seen a tree or a leaf or anything like that until I moved to PA, and then I was just I was in awe. I mean, it's beautiful. If you've ever seen a place that has a lot of trees, it's just absolutely stunning. Yeah, Colette, I was kind of wondering that in the back of my head. I don't do the sporting thing, but at we stopped at I guess it was a flea market today, and I bought some vintage Las Vegas M&M World M&Ms from this lady, and I was telling her how we were in Vegas and we had seen the M&M World, and she's like, oh, okay, well, when we left, she was like, okay, sweetie, we'll enjoy the game tonight. And I just kind of said, thanks. And I was like, oh, must be a football game tonight. Must be the Steelers. I don't do it. I wouldn't have known if she hadn't have said something to me. I should sell fall leaves for you Southerners. Yeah, I've thought about that. Somebody mentioned it to me last year. My goal this year is to get one of every color, and we have different shades of red and brown and yellow hair. I want to get one of every color, and the days I find them, I want to tape or glue into my bullet journal by my to-do list, just to remind myself that while we all work really, really hard every day, we all put in a lot of hours, we all hustle, we all grind, and we need to be doing that. But we also need to be taking a moment out once in a while just to enjoy life and enjoy the things around us and remember that we're alive. And I think that we walk to the post office every day. It's like 2 blocks up. I think that on our walk each day, I'm going to try to find a different color leaf and just take time to remember that I love fall for many reasons other than Q4. Just for a moment, just to appreciate life and my favorite season. And then I can come back inside, glue my leaf, tape it down, and get back to hustling. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Colette says laminate them or they'll crumble. Well, I always figured I would just tape over the whole leaf. Like clear tape, clear packing tape. Do I have clear? I should have clear for Poshmark. Like just tape over the whole thing. What is alcohol for? Alcohol's for a lot of things. Shouldn't say that. So anyway, Halloween is my favorite holiday also. So I'm very, very excited. I think just to get myself in the groove, I usually everybody knows I like stream Hulu and Netflix all day long because I don't like silence. I think I'm going to start like streaming like horror movies, but nothing that's going to take my time away from work. There's plenty of horror movies out there and horror movie franchises that I have seen 1,158 times approximately, and I can play it in the background and enjoy it while I'm working. I know it's going to heat up again towards the 80s this week, but when it cools back down again, I want to get the windows open. People think I'm crazy, but there is a different smell in the autumn. There's a different smell in the air, and it's like crisp. I don't know how to explain it. So self-care is important. Yes, it absolutely is. And if you take time out for breaks, you'll be more productive when you work. It's just about balance. Hi, Nina. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. So tomorrow is October 1st, which is party time USA in my house. It begins like a whole month of Halloween movies and scary movies. I don't decorate anymore because we don't really do any parties or anything big. And this year we are actually going down to St. Augustine with Casey and his fiance and Sydney and Colleen. So we're not going to decorate. I'm just going to enjoy the horror movies and the spooky music and stuff like that. I think I had last year an iHeartRadio mix that played like Halloween music. Aaron says, my best sale days on Posh seem to be my off days. I've had 7 sales today and took the day off. That's amazing. Usually my best days on Posh are Sunday. I usually do offers to likers at 20% off, and I price high enough that I can do that. Today, I did not send those out. It was closet clear out, and I chose to do that instead, and we're sitting at 1 sale. We had 8 last weekend and 7 the weekend before. So I don't know that making that choice was the right thing to do. But it could be any number of things. But I'm just thinking that that wasn't as enticing as the 20% off is. Okay, so y'all can see the title is Happy Fall, y'all, and Q4 and holiday shopping. So I did want to give everyone sorry, I'm laughing at the chat. I wanted to give everyone several. It's an overall thing. It's one tip, but it's an overall thing. So holidays. Number 1, if you have anything in your house that is Halloween and it is not in your store, you need to make that your number 1 priority this week. After this week, people probably aren't going to be ordering any Halloween stuff online just because of shipping time and stuff. We did have people ordering kind of later last year, like the 2nd, 3rd, into the 3rd week. I had a bunch of Halloween costumes for dogs last year. I found a bunch at the bins. But you want to get them up now. So make that your priority. If you have any Halloween stuff in your death pile, get it up. I was going through our death pile yesterday. You guys all know, longtime viewers, if you're new, Keith and I are currently working through our death piles. We have a lot, and we're going through it. And I decided that I wanted to look through some shirts I had. And I had like Halloween-themed scrub tops in there. And I'm like, why are these on the bottom? Like if I had worked my way down at the rate I go on my death pile, I probably would have those up for Halloween next year. So I took photos of them. They'll be listed tomorrow. So, I mean, even I'm guilty. Just make sure that you go through your stuff and get all your Halloween stuff up. And go into your store, actually online in the back end, and do a search for Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, and find all of that stuff in your store and make sure your prices are pushed back up if you're anybody that lets your prices drop or lowers them over time. Because we're getting to that time of year where people are looking for that. It's more desirable and you can charge more for it. You can get a higher dollar amount for those items. So just kind of take a peek in your actual online store and look for anything that has to do with anything that's going to be happening October, November, December, holiday-wise, decoration, clothes, whatever, and make sure your prices are back up. And I am doing that for everything. For jeans, sweaters, coats, everything. I'm just making sure that everything that's seasonal right now is back up to the original asking price, because most of you know that we bulk sell our items back in once they go to unsolds and drop the price 5%. So some of our sweaters and our jeans are kind of down, and I wanted to put them all back up to the original full asking price because I know I can get that right now. I'm selling jeans and sweaters every day, all day. So I just want to make sure that I'm getting the full amount for that, and Halloween stuff and Christmas stuff. So just, you know, if you want to drop prices, go ahead and do it on the tank tops, the short sleeve shirts, the shorts and things like that. But I would really recommend just taking a peek and seeing what's in your store and making sure everything is listed high that's seasonal right now. I can't say that. I don't want to be demonetized, but Justin has a point. List your stuff, peeps. Getting ready for the week. Hope I don't miss much. You didn't miss much. Just kind of talking about autumn and getting ready for for the holidays. Q4 starts tomorrow. I hope everyone's ready. I hope everyone's amped. I hope everyone's hyped. I hope everyone's excited. You will sell more. Even if you're just a used clothing seller and that's all you are, you're still important and you're still going to sell a lot in Q4. Colette said, oh, Colette, you're going to go watch the Steelers. You're leaving me for football. No, that's okay. I know she loves the Steelers, y'all. She is so into the Steelers. So go enjoy your football game. I love you too. And yes, we can do lunch this week. Just text me. Any new inventory get up as well? Yes, you have a very good point, Justin. So anything that you have that's gifty type items new in the box, plush, collectibles, things like that, you do want to get in your store because those are the kinds of things people are looking to gift people for Christmas and other holidays. The Eagles lost. Bye, Colette. Have fun. So anything that you think that coffee mugs are a good one too. I sold a ton of those in Q4 last year. Just anything that you think people are looking for as far as giving as gifts, unique items, because this is the time of year when, for instance, this is the time of year when Keith would be looking for a Doctor Who mug or a Harley Quinn mug or something unique for me. So you want to think about what it's unique, but what people would be wanting to give people as a present. And then anything you have new in the box, any clothes new with tags, get those up too. Like I said, used clothing, you're going to increase your sales in Q4, even with used clothing. I have a theory about that I'll talk about in 1 second. But first and foremost, people buy new, especially if they're buying for gifts. If someone's buying their husband a new sweater or their daughter a new pair of jeans, they're probably going to look at the stuff that's new with tags first, unless it's a very rare, hard to find brand or something like a brand that their daughter or their husband would be very loyal to, that they would be willing to buy used. Or if it was something that was really, really expensive new, that they would be willing to buy used. Because like I have a friend who would buy her daughter used jeans from the thrift store because she liked like Miss Me and stuff like that. And she understood that her mother could only afford them secondhand and she was fine with that. There will be people that will buy the used clothes, but most people are looking for the new tag to give as gifts. And then my theory about the used clothes is kind of like what I just said. There are some people that can only afford used or are very loyal to a brand that's hard to find or people no longer make anymore, or they can't find at the store anymore, that they will come online and buy used. And then the second thing is, I think everybody's wallets are way more open in fourth quarter. They're not just shopping for their friends. They're not just shopping for gifts. They are just shopping to shop. I really feel like a lot of people in fourth quarter don't hold on to their money as hard as they do the rest of the year. They've got that wallet open. They've got this mindset of just throw money at everything and just spend money and just go shopping and just buy, 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 buy. So I think that's kind of a lot of reasons why used clothing will even sell more in fourth quarter. I'm going to just not do the sporting chat. Y'all can talk sports all you want over there. I will never stop other people from doing anything they love, but I don't even understand most of the sports. So I need to concentrate on getting my new items. Yes, Adam. So here's what I did yesterday. I went upstairs to our death pile of doom, I'm telling you. And I just started sorting into piles. So I had this giant pile of women's tops. That's all. That was sorted by women's tops. So I just started going through that, and I had blazers, sweaters, coats, blouses, t-shirts, scrub tops. And then I went through each individual one of those and got all the stuff that was new with tags and pulled it to the front. And then put them back in a pile in order of importance to myself. So at the very bottom was the t-shirts that were used. And then it went t-shirts with tags and so on and so forth. So the very top of my pile is coats that are new with tags, coats that are used, sweaters new with tags, and sweaters that are used. Because even though I have t-shirts new with tags under here, to me right now, I feel like even used sweaters are going to go flying off the shelf faster than t-shirts. But yeah, if you've got the time, or you can just carve out a chunk of your day, and you have a big death pile, maybe just go through and organize it like that. You don't have to be as OCD as me. You could just kind of flick through and try to get your tags. I even have I had 5 big stacks of jeans, right? Just jeans, just stacked on a table. And so I actually took the time to go through them, and I pulled out the brands I know I can list for higher money in any sizes that were 14 and up, because I want to make sure that I get all my plus sizes and my better brands up before the rest. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for showing up and joining us tonight. I appreciate it. Hi, Gabby. I feel like Gabby's probably there a lot of times when Justin's watching me or we're talking, but hello. Okay, that's more sports. More sports. Okay, I see something about hats. 20 hats and probably a dozen toys. Yeah, so just make those your priority, Adam. I know I'm always telling everybody to have your to-do list, but for your to-do list Monday, you should maybe have hats and then toys on Tuesday, just to make sure that you get them done. And I can show you right here. I single out what I'm working on every day. Pics of jeans, you see that? So I wanted to put up, this is Friday's to-do list because I stopped working on the weekend. But you can see that on Friday, I did most of what I intended to do. I did put up the veggie soup vid, and those pictures of jeans I did do. I don't know why that's not crossed off. And I did not hit my goals here. That's why they're not checked off. I got about half of each done, but I ended up calling it an early day yesterday. Friday, sorry. Keith and I went out and got Panda Express and decided to watch The Defenders on Netflix. So, like I said before, sometimes you just gotta stop and take some time off and do something fun. And then yesterday, I did finish what I did on Friday. I got a lot done yesterday. Yesterday was very, very productive. I have 20 pictures of jeans and 30 of the women's stuff I was just talking about going through, ready to go the beginning of the week, so I can list a whole bunch without having to stop for photographs for a while. Holly says she has a couple of high dollar items to list, but they're going to need some serious research, and I need to lock myself in the room and get them listed. Yeah, that's like the problem with stuff like that. I have a pile of stuff that needs to be listed, or even I started to list and I realized about halfway through listing it, um, I don't even know what I'm doing here. So it's sitting in my drafts, because usually when I sit down to list, I want to do 10 or 20 in chunks of time before I take a break. So I want to just sit and list and get, an hour to 2 hours straight, whether that's, it's usually if I sit for 2 hours and I already had the photos taken, I can do about 25. And I want to just do that. Like, I just want to sit and list. So if I get to something hard or something that's weird or different, I'll stick it in drafts or I'll avoid it altogether because it's not part of my fastness. And that's a problem that I need to work on, because I just really want to sit down with 30 pictures of jeans and just real quick, throw the jeans out. So I get that. I mean, I have piles of stuff that's like, this is never going to be quick for me. I don't know what to do with it. Those Adidas shoes I had that were the factory prototypes, I bought those like the Saturday before I went to Vegas. They just got put in the store on Friday or Thursday. It was Thursday or Friday. They just sat here because they were sample sneakers from the factory, and I had no idea what they were or what to do with them, and they sat forever. And finally, I just said, I'm taking pictures of them. And I'm not doing any research. I'm just going to put them up. I'm going to maybe look on the back end and comp a couple of other sample sneakers and see what people charge for them and go from there. So they are up for $90 free shipping. And if they don't sell, I guess I can just lower the price. But I'm guilty of that too. I really want to always list with simplicity. I want to have a stack of jeans or, photos of jeans or shirts or whatever, and just blast through and just do a ton. And when I'm listing something like that back to back to back to back, I can go really fast. And I don't like things that require effort. I guess effort's the right word, because when I do jeans, I don't even comp anymore unless it's like a brand new to me brand. But I don't even really comp anymore. I just put stuff up for prices I've been getting for them. I know what my stuff sells for. I know that I started like this brand of jeans at this price, and it continually doesn't sell until it's at this price or on sale. And so maybe I'll start listing them at that price. You know what I mean? So I have that pile of that stuff too. I actually had on my to-do list for the weekend, and I did not get to that. It actually says drafts, because I wanted to find out what all the stuff is sitting in drafts, what it needs, what research, what do I need to do, and try to get them up. But Winter Dawn Heidi, hi. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Friendly Footprint loves lists. You love lists. I love lists. I love to-do lists. I love planners, schedules, bullet journals. I love it all. I like the color code. I love lists. They make me feel like I'm doing something with my life. I can actually visually see what I need to do and what I've already done and feel accomplished. So Holly says exactly that. I can get $10, $20 items. Yeah. So those shoes, for instance, sat there forever. And meanwhile, I listed like 300 things or more than that, because they've been sitting around since July. And when I finally got around to them, they took a while. I'm not a shoe person. So I actually went and looked at some people's Posh Closets and some stores to see how I should photograph them. It took too long, even with me just deciding to just price it. However, we need to get some cheap labor to do our grunt work. I actually really like listing. So if I could just if I had enough money to hire someone to do my photographs, measurements, and my shipping, I'd be happy to sit and list all day. Seriously. If you could put me in my comfortable chair with my heating pad, I usually have like the controller right on the arm of the chair, and I sit, I'm comfortable as heck, and I could turn that heating pad on and off all day. Got a drink, got my vape. I could sit and list for 8 hours straight. If I had enough photos to do it, and I had my phone so I could watch my shows on Hulu and Netflix, and I was comfortable, I could sit and list for 8 to 10 hours a day and not even care. Get up to go to the bathroom, get up to eat, get up to stretch every couple of hours and move around, and that would be it. But unfortunately, I have to do it all. Keith. Well, I shouldn't say I do it all because I have Keith, but we each have our own separate things that we list. So he's not going to take measurements on my jeans, and I'm not going to take photos of his men's shirts and ties. Like, we each have our own things that we source and we're in charge of. Sometimes I feel like I sound like a Valley girl, and I am from the West Coast. So if you hear my voice go up and I sound like a Valley girl, I'm really sorry. My wife loves panda, Justin Packman says. I do too. I always get the 2 entrees, and I never can eat it, but I get 2 meals. So I had Panda Express for Friday for dinner and Saturday morning for breakfast. But I always purposely get too much. It's so cheap. Like, Keith and I both get the 2 entrees and the order 2 spring rolls that we share, and it's like $16.50. Like, how can you beat that? And then if I'm only going to eat half of mine and save it for breakfast, hello. So you guys are being naughty in the chat. I see you. Do I do all the pictures and listing? No, actually, Justin. I like to keep extra pictures around. I do all my listing on my computer, like I said, and I do it on my computer because I can park my chair there, and this is a really nice chair. And I can have my heating pad. I have a special pillow for my back that comes out sometimes too. And so I like to, like, on the weekends, take a ton of extra pictures, and I have a folder that says pictures for listing that they all go in, and then I list from the pictures. I have a ton of templates. They have everything filled in. They're very organized. I have like templates for every single thing I could possibly list, and every single thing that could be filled in is filled in. And like I said, I don't comp. So I'm going to use jeans as my example because jeans are what I'm best at and fastest at and know the most about. So I could just sit and pull up a template, throw in, get the 8 pictures or however many I took. They start loading in, and I just fill in. I know exactly where the holes are where I don't have pre-filled, and that's usually like brand and size, high or low rise, the wash, boom, 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 boom. And then I just put the price in because I know most brands, and I just next template. So I don't go from start to finish. I like to have a lot of photographs on the computer and list from those. Now, let's say it's a day where I don't have extra pictures because I do run out. I also have this mindset where, like, if I have extra pictures, I have to list more. And so I will list more and run through my pictures, which is a good thing. But if it's a day where I don't have pictures or a day where I'm going to take pictures, I just do those second thing in the morning. I try to do my video first thing every day. It doesn't always happen. And then pictures next. I try to do the video first thing for vanity reasons because my hair and makeup is fresh. And I try to do pictures second because pictures are my least favorite thing to do. And if I do them like first thing and get them out of the way, they're done. So I will just do a stack. I'll grab 15 to 20 pairs of jeans. Or when I do plush, I do it more like on a timer than how many I'm doing because I'm really fast with plush. And if I just set like a timer for an hour, if I have a lot of plush that need cleaning or lint rolling, I maybe get 20 photos. But if they're all like really good shape and I'm not lint rolling and having to clean them, I can do like 30 to 35 photos in an hour of my plush. So I'll just do like an hour worth. But I try to do something different every day so that I'm not just putting plush in my store, just putting jeans or just putting women's jackets and sweaters. So every day when I do photos, I try to do something different from the last time I did photos. And I only do like a stack or go for an hour. And then the photos get put on my computer. And I list late at night, usually like right before or right after the last Posh party. I finish up my eBay listings. I try to spend the morning, like I said, doing the YouTube video and then photographs if I need them. I try to get my housework done. And I try to spend some time every single day answering emails and YouTube comments and Facebook messages and Instagram messages and just kind of interacting with people. And after lunch is usually when Keith gets home and we do our shipping, and then it's time to show the Posh Closet again. I I do share the Posh Closet first thing in the morning too, and try to list on there because it takes me like 5 minutes to put 10 things over there to cross-post them. So that's pretty much my whole day. After shipping, I share the closet again, and then we have dinner, and then we clean up from dinner. Sometimes we sit around and watch a show together, and then I get back to work, and that's when I do my listing is at night. I am going to go back and read these. Somebody, Adam, is promoting Casey on my channel. That's cool. Casey's awesome. Casey is doing his regular live show Thursday night to benefit the animal shelter. So everyone should go see that. So Heather bought her journal and now it's on her invisible to-do list until I get it set up. Heather, don't make it too complicated. Honestly, just how would I tell you to start without being complicated? So just like open it, write index, index, index on the first 3 pages, and then make a weekly or a monthly calendar. I mean, tomorrow's October 1st, so just make October. I'm pretty sure you've watched my bullet journal video if you've bought the journal. So just open it up, index, 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 future log, your calendar, Monday, October 1st to-do list. Put some stuff on there. Just start, just jump in. You don't have to be perfect. RVA flips. I stand up all day. Oh boy, no, I can't do that. My disability, my injury in my back, I can't stand for longer than 5 minutes or I'm in excruciating pain. So we have actually set up things in this room that I do everything sitting. This is a rolly chair. And when I take my photos, this table weighs like 2 ounces. I can pull that over by the stand and sit in my chair and work off my table, dress my mannequin. If it's plushies, they just go right. Yeah, I do everything sitting. I roll around this entire room, and we have everything set up, including photos for jeans that I can do in my chair sitting down. Now, I do like to stand up every hour or two and stretch and walk around the house. I do a couple laps and I stretch and stuff just so I don't sit all day and get super duper fat. And I get the blood flowing. And they say if you sit at a computer for long periods of time, you should do your neck every couple hours. But yeah, no, if I stood up, there's no way. I can't. Adam said, well, that's funny. How does your back hold up? I'm okay as long as I'm sitting. The way my back injury is, it hurts to stand. It hurts to bend over. But if I'm sitting, I'm fine. It's on the L5 on the very bottom. So I usually have to put like one, I don't know if you can see it. I have one leg always up because when I do that, it kind of curves it and takes the pressure off of the L5. And that is just a trick I learned from my physical therapist and my pain management doctor. It's just where my injury is. It feels so good to sit. And especially if I have one leg up, it takes the pressure off. So yeah, I can sit. I'm fine. It's when I stand and stuff that I hurt. And I do get up and stretch and stuff because you can't sit all day. I get a lot of water too. I drink a lot of water. Cigarettes will make your baby be born naked. Okay. I woke from a nap to find eBay sales. That's always good. I like when I wake up to sales. Those are the best things to wake up to. And as a matter of fact, guilty if I do take a nap and every morning the first thing I do is roll over. What do I sell? Like halfway, eyes not even open yet. Yeah, Justin, I have all the medication I need. I have a pain management doctor, and I have tips and tricks and things they show me, like certain ways to sit and certain ways to stand that help between the pain doctor and the physical therapist. And I do yoga every morning. A special routine made for me by my physical therapist that's supposed to help. So, hi, Megan Winnie. Thank you for joining us. I'm just now catching up on the chat, but thank you for coming on in. I was talking about jeans, and every time I talk about jeans, I think about you. I was saying how I don't comp them anymore, and I actually like thinking I really don't. And the only times I do is like if it's a new brand, and I actually comp them off of you, Megan. I don't even like check eBay anymore. I'm like, I've never sold Paige before. I better go see what Megan sells them for and price them the same as her. So, okay, I guess I'm all caught up on the chat. So, you guys can ask me anything you want. I will answer it. I really just wanted to make sure that I hit upon that everyone should have all their holiday stuff listed, all their seasonal stuff listed, and if you don't, this is the week to do it. Push hard. And if it is listed, make sure it's back up in price. Also, you could recomp stuff. If you've had, I almost said a bad word, if you've had stuff sitting around for like a year, it doesn't hurt to recomp it. I mean, maybe it's worth more this year or worth less, and you really want to be priced accordingly. So that doesn't hurt either. Well, see, Megan, I've always listed my silver that high. And I'm also jealous that you just listed two. No, I just listed a pair of, this is gross. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I'm going to tell you guys my deepest secret. My most embarrassing death pile secret. Even worse than finding 2 hidden Halloween scrubs at the bottom of like 500 pieces of clothing. When I was going through my jeans, how I said I had all those stacks and stacks. When I was going through my jeans last week, pulling out the best stuff, I found a pair of Miss Me jeans that had a tag on them from my honey pot. Y'all remember my local honey pot that closed while we were in Vegas in July? Y'all remember that place? Yeah. Apparently, I bought a pair of Miss Me jeans from them, and they went in the death pile. And in addition to the Miss Me jeans, I found 3 pairs of silver and countless, not as big of a deal, but countless, not your daughters, White House black market, and a bunch of the stuff that I listed last week sold like overnight, very quickly, or they were already getting attention or offers on Posh and eBay. So, yeah, there you guys go. I had a pair of Miss Me jeans, August, September, at least 3 months old, hiding under American Eagle and Old Navy jeans, and a bunch of silver. So, yeah, those are some of the pictures I took this weekend that I'll be listing this week too. Every time, why do you get depressed when you talk about jeans, Adam? Jeans are awesome. Oh my gosh, Megan. That's a lot, but I would probably try it. I mean, plus size 24 is pretty big. I would probably try it. I just listed, what were they, Lucky's? I want to say they were Lucky brand. They were one of the brands that I usually start at 25 or 30, but I had like a size 40 waist. I can't even remember what they were. My paper's over there. But they were Lucky or White House. They were something that's 25 or 30 normally, and then a 40-inch waist. And I'm like, 35. I'm going to start right there. So I do it too. Megan says she revised 30 old listings from over a year ago, and several sold within a week of making a few changes. Yeah, that's also a very good tip. As I've been going in and raising my prices back up on jeans and sweaters and things that are seasonal right now, I've actually been tweaking a lot too, because a lot of the things that have been sitting around forever that got low in price are from a while ago when I wasn't as good as I am now. Because, I mean, if you're doing things the way that you should be doing them, you should be getting better every day. You should not be better than me or Megan or Adam or Justin or Holly or Casey. You should be better than yourself every day. I always tell people that don't worry about what anybody else is doing. If you want to look at other people's stores for prices or how they take photos or for tips, yes, you can worry about that. But what I'm saying is don't compare yourself to anybody. Don't worry who's selling what for more money or, oh my God, I only sell clothes. Am I not good enough? No, don't worry about anybody else. Just tomorrow, do better than you did today. And Tuesday, do better than you did tomorrow. So every day you should be improving and you should be finding ways to be better. So every time you go in and raise a price, check something, check your title, check your description. We unfortunately had a lot of hold on, I need a drink and I need to learn English. So we had a bunch of long sleeve shirts that were really low in price, been sitting around forever. And I just double checked the titles when I was putting the prices back up, and that's why they didn't even have the formula. Like, so yeah, always check yourself, because tomorrow, when you're the best person that you can be, better than you were last week, better than you were today, tomorrow, you're going to be proud of yourself at the end of the day. And you're going to say, man, my stuff looks good. And a week later and a month later and a year later, you're going to look back and go, oh my God, that's gross. Why did I think that was great? Because you should be always getting better. So every day you should be, better and proud. But I guarantee you, every time you look back at your old stuff, woo! I'm going to show you all some stuff tomorrow on my What Sold. Some pictures and stuff. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know how we made it this far that I'm able to be doing this full time and making, because I look back and I'm like, holy smokes. Did I do some stuff in the beginning? The Aco boot cuts, you can start at about 50. I sell the Aco boot cuts for 50 all day on eBay and Posh. Sometimes I'll take a best offer of like 40 to 45, but I always start my Acos at 50, Justin. Always, always, always. Yeah, the honey pot closed. I told the story. I don't know, I forget. We came home from Vegas and we went up there to shop, and there was just a sign on the door. They're gone. So, and it did make it more fun to list my death pile. Cindy is actually absolutely correct. But now I have all the good stuff out, and now I have the, Justin, what is it you told me you have the other day when you source, even though you have death pile? Fear of missing out. Is that what you called it? You had an acronym. But yeah, now that I know I've dug out all the holiday stuff and all the Miss Me's and Silvers and the Robert Grahams and everything that's good is out, now I know it's just bread and butter items up there. And I'm like, well, now I want to go shopping for better stuff. So it's a blessing and a curse. I love store stalking too. Megan doesn't know this, but I've been stalking her store for a very long, like, I think before Megan even knew I was a person in the world, I was stalking her. Casey mentioned her like way back when. And between her and Casey's stores, they were the ones I always looked at to figure out what I was doing. Another cha-ching. Yeah, I should probably look at them. Yeah, I stalked Megan's store, and I'm sorry, not sorry too. And I think I actually told Justin that once, to be honest with you, Megan. I'm full transparency here. Yeah, last week, Justin came to me and asked me some advice on some brand of jeans. And I said something like, go look at Megan's store and comp it from her. You have piles in your living room you're not listing. The girl who lists 100 a day with 2 kids, right? FOMO, fear of missing out. I have FOMO. Heather stalks my store. Oh, now I'm flattered. Somebody stalks me. Don't look at our old stuff. If it ain't got a white background, ignore it. Some of our old pictures are. Whew. Oh, I finally sold these one pair of pants. I'll put them in tomorrow, but they're like Hot Topic pants. And I've sold used pairs before, right? For like 60 and 80 bucks, the trips or whatever. These were brand new with tags. They sat for over a year, and I finally just let them go for 30 something because I'm tired of them. I probably should have pulled them out and rephotographed them, but, you know, 2020 and all that. Brad Neckerson's resales. Your sales have been very good this weekend. Yay! My eBay sales are off the hook this weekend, but Posh is quiet. And then last weekend was opposite. Queen Leah's Gems, you inspire me to try and list. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Go list. Don't just let me try and inspire you. Make a list. Do a little work. Comp some stuff. Make money tonight. Yeah, I don't know what was up with these. Justin Packman. I am going to put them in my what sold tomorrow just to show what not to do. Holly has seen them. Now, they were kind of like pink and cheetah print and size 0. So they weren't even, had nothing really going for them. But I think if I would have redone the photographs, I probably could have got the 60 I wanted. I really think so. But Holly is going to probably be upset with me because she told me way back in February when I asked her, why aren't these selling? She's like, redo your photos. They suck. And I never did. See, I'm just as guilty as everybody else. I have death piles. I have things on my to-do list that don't get checked off every day. Every day. I don't get to everything I want to do. I make these great big to-do lists. I think I'm going to do all these wonderful things. Yeah. I have death piles. I have bad pictures, and I don't redo them even though I know I could make $60. I go shopping when I shouldn't. I was going to show y'all like a day that I didn't get a lot done, but I don't think you can see. Can you see the highlighter? See? See that yellow? The yellow is what I don't get done. That's a bad example. That was a good day. See the yellow? And I review this every Sunday. I go back over the whole week and I see if there's like usual suspects. Is there one thing that I'm consistently not getting done? And why? Do I just not have time for that? Am I putting it at a time of day when I don't want to deal with it? Do I need to move it? That is another reason why I really like to-do lists, you guys. It's not just because it keeps you on track. It keeps you focused. It allows you to look back and see everything you've accomplished. You can feel good about yourself. But it also allows you to assess why you're not getting things done. If you're consistently not exercising every day, maybe you're putting it on at the wrong time of day when you really don't have time for it, and that's why. Or maybe you're doing something you don't enjoy doing, so you need to change what you're doing exercise-wise. You know what I mean? So I sit down and go over it every Sunday. Keith and I have a business meeting every Sunday, and I kind of show it to him and get his feedback, and we go over his list and stuff. It's just a really good way to find out if there's certain things you're consistently not doing or certain times of the day where maybe you're more active. And so maybe those should be the times you're doing photos and shopping, and listing can be for later. You know, just it's a way to keep track. Retake some listing. Well, here's the thing, Lisa. When we got our setup back there, we didn't redo any photos because my phone. This isn't even auctions ending yet. I sound like I'm upset. Oh my God. All these cha-chings. I can't even stand it. Just kidding. Grateful for them. I'm not even going to look. So when we first got the white background, moving forward, we just started doing all of our pictures on that. And it was at about the same time moving forward that we were starting to raise our average sale price and trying to source brands that made more money. So we just kind of, clothing got better and the pictures got better. We did like kind of take a cursory look through. So if we had like a Robert Graham shirt on the wooden background or something worth a lot of money, except for those trip pants apparently, we did redo some photos. But for the most part, we just did it moving forward. And I know even Casey did that. He used to have that bamboo background. And I know you can look in the store and he He might be out of them, but he had his old remnants on that bamboo background for a long time. And then all of his new stuff on white. So I wouldn't really focus too much on redoing what you've already done and more on just adding more and adding better. I wish cha-chings were contagious. I know. And then I'm like, God, how dare you interrupt my show? Royalty money from Casey. Yeah, actually, Megan, bring that up with him because the first store review I ever had with Casey back in January, that may have been when I started stalking you, girl. December of last year was my first store review with Casey. And he brought up your store, and I started stalking you. He uses you as an example a lot. I think he uses us too, but until I'm a little bit bigger, I'm not going to ask him for royalties. Bad star. Is that because I was being a snot face about my cha-chings? My sales have been iffy this weekend. Mine have been really good. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not bragging. But you know what? Last weekend was poop. Last weekend was poop. And do you want to know how many packages I sent out Thursday? I didn't even update Instagram and Facebook with a picture because I deleted the picture because I was having a moment of not keeping my emotions out of my business, which I'm also guilty of, you guys. I'm not perfect. 4. We sent out 4 packages on Thursday, but the reason I was upset was because we actually sold like 10 things, but no one paid for any of their stuff. And the 4 packages were there, and I took the picture of them, and I put them in a bag, and I looked at Keith, and I'm like, well, you didn't inform me that the hippo has a layaway now. So, yeah, I have moments too. We all do. Just days where you just get disappointed. And then on Friday, we had, I want to say 10 on eBay and 2 on Posh. So, and a couple of those were really big items, phones and how many clothing. So I felt better on Friday, and then it's been a great weekend. But last weekend and the weekend before and the weeks have just kind of been up and down and up and down. Those of you that follow me on social media, you know, typically every day except for Thursday and Friday this past week, I do post a picture and tell you how many we sent out quantity-wise. Because we do a volume business, and it's kind of nice to see how many we're selling. And I can go back and look and see for myself. Yankee Candles and Bed Bath and Body. And that, why can I not say that? I know what bed, body, and beyond, right? Trying your soup tomorrow. Awesome. That is the best soup. And you know what? I actually forgot to put in there. Someone brought to my attention. Dumb. I can't believe I forgot it. Oh, well. I'm not perfect. So someone said, do you guys ever add noodles to it? Sent me a private message. And I'm like, yeah, every time. Did I not say that? Like, I didn't mention that. Yeah, I do. I don't put noodles in the crock pot because they get grody if you freeze them and reheat them. I think the texture of noodles being frozen is gross. So I take out what we're going to freeze, and then I put noodles, either the little tiny shells or the radiories. But I do add noodles to it. So feel free to add noodles too. I just forgot to talk about the noodles. I didn't retake the bad pics. Oh, yeah. Bad. Do you remember those pink pants, Holly? With the cheetah print and all that? Yeah, they finally sold this weekend. I took a best. They're like down. I don't even know if I took a best offer. I think they just sold it what I have them up for now. 33 something. Today has been poop for Megan. Megan used my word poop. It's poop. Whenever anything's bad, I always go, oh, it's poop. Normally, our best days are Sunday just because all of our auctions end on Sunday on eBay. We typically sell more on eBay, and that's the day I do the 20% off offers on Posh, and we sell more on there. So overall, it's usually a good day for us. And those like few and far between sneaky little Macari sales that we get always come in on Sundays for some reason. Something in here. It's probably a spider. It's come to scare me. There was a spider in the bathroom this morning, y'all. Oh, it come down on its little web. I'm brushing my teeth and I see this. If you knew how afraid of spiders I am and how hilarious I am, it could be this big and I scream and cry and run and call in, act like you have to call in the army to get it. So it comes down and I seen it and I'm like, oh, I gotta be brave. So I just grabbed its web and put it in the sink and it went down the drain, and if it drowned, I'm sorry, not sorry. But I was very brave. If I crushed it most weekends, I would be bragging. I don't brag. I don't like to brag or complain. You ever hear that expression? My dad used to say it. Whenever people would ask him how he's doing, he'd say, I ain't bragging or complaining. I ain't bragging or complaining. I'm just doing my thing. I just try to be honest. I mean, I try to show you guys the good days, but you guys got to see the bad days too, the days I sell for things, right? Oh my goodness, Adam. La la la. I'm just not, nope. Hey, Classic Rock Lover sold her first plush this weekend. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Selling plush is still my favorite. I haven't even talked about plush tonight, but they are still my favorite. They are still my favorite. I got some M&Ms today and a cute little panda bear. They'll be in my haul video this week. I don't actually remember those pants. Oh, well, you told me to retake the pictures, Polly. So good. I could have just never mentioned it and you wouldn't have known that I didn't take your advice. Whatever. What are we talking about, Red Neckerson's resales? You were with your sister in a hurry. You scanned one. What are we talking about? I'm flipping back up. Oh, the candles. Are you serious? $47.91 on eBay for a candle? The old Yankee, right? Is that what you said? Yankee candles. Those are like at other places too. I thought you could buy them like at other places. Megan's only going to charge. Well, here's what my plan. I'm going to buy everybody else's courses at their outrageous prices. Learn everything that they have to say. Recreate it in my own words and sell it at half the price that they are and undercut them. Is that a good idea? Just kidding. Just kidding. Adam, I got your message. I thought it was somebody else. All right, guys, we have about 3 minutes left until we hit the hour mark where I start to try to let you go. I swear, I'm like paranoid. Like there's another spider or something. Anybody have any last minute questions you want to ask me or advice you want to give anybody else in the chat? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to get a drink of coffee. Pumpkin coffee. Smash that like button, Holly says. Thank you. I'm going to take a quick peep, see what's been selling while I've been talking. A Disney shirt, Nike pants, Worthington pants. Oh my gosh, I got an offer on my Uggs. I hope it's the halfway decent offer. Please be a halfway decent offer. A Miami Ink shirt, a tie, a scarf. Somebody finally paid for something from Thursday. It was a Ralph Lauren shirt. And I think that's all that's new because these Michael Kors pants, jeans, I remember. Let's see what they offered me on my Uggs. We'll just put my phone over here and not talk about it. When is the secret hippo beach starting? We're gonna not have a beach. Hippos, they live in swamps, right? Lakes, rivers, jungles. They live somewhere. Of course they live somewhere. Oh, you know what? One other thing. I did get something in the mail today I wanted to open online, and now it's all the way downstairs. Darn it. Kate, you want to run down and get it and just shove it in the door right there? Or forget it. I'll just do it when she's around. Never mind. She's not even here. I want to do it when she's around. I got a big box today, you guys. It's from Texas. It says Alma on it, and I think it's the really great big hippo that she sent me. And I wanted to open it, and I left it downstairs in our foyer. And I'm not the greatest on stairs. It takes me like 2 hours, like an old lady, because of my back. But she's not even here, so I will send her a message later and ask her when she will be around, and you guys might get an extra special short little live show this week while I open my package from Alma. Well, here's the thing about these Uggs, Megan, since you asked how much they offered. They've been around for a long time, too. I picked them up at a yard sale in 2017. I don't know why they won't sell. I just been dropping the price every time a little bit. So my picture's not that bad. And they're up for $38. Why won't it just show you my phone? Stop. You see it? And they're up for $38.58 right now. They have a sale going. And they offered me $20. And I just kind of want to take it and get rid of them. They've been around forever, but then again, no. Yeah, it's a big box, Holly. It's like this, but it didn't weigh anything, so I'm pretty sure it's the hippo. It says Alma. I might actually do my what sold on eBay live tomorrow, just so I can open the hippo before I share my solds, because he's sitting in a box and I know what he looks like. And she was hugging him and he looked squishy and he was cute. And I just want my hippo. I want my hippo. It was cute. Who spent $300 on a candle? Oh my goodness. Oh, Adam, I never counter with my least, because then that's what you're going to get. I never start with my least, because if you start with your least, that's the most you can get. I usually start with 10% off and go from there. And a lot of times they either go away or they come way up, and then I can get more. But I never start with my least, because then I kind of feel like I'm jipping myself out of some money. Because see, if I go with my least, which would probably be like 30, and they take it versus 35 to start, what if they come all the way up to 30 and then I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Who spends $300 on a candle unless you live in California and you make all kinds of money every day selling stuff? Like, I can imagine, like, would movie stars spend $300 on a candle? If she did buy it and we were ragging on her. Yeah, Megan, if you really did buy it, then kudos to you. When you burn it, wear fancy clothes and pretend you're a movie star. If I've been sitting, I don't know, because we do volume, so we have a lot of stuff.
Are you a speaker who's struggling to find and book speaking gigs? Are you looking to have more consistent?
Hold on a moment.
To be able to share your.
We have a lot of stuff that's old, and I never start with my lowest. I always start with 10% off. All right, guys, we are over the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to let you guys go. I will most likely be doing my What Sold live tomorrow if you want to come back. I don't know what time. I usually do that one right after we have dinner and the dishes. But I really want to open my hippo. So if you guys want to come back for that, you can always watch the replays if you missed the live shows. That's good too. I appreciate any and all views, whether you're here live or watching it later. Thank you to my moderators, Lance and appreciate it. And everybody else in the chat, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy lives and your work and your personal lives and everything to come join me here. Tomorrow is October 1st, so happy Halloween season, everybody. Happy October. Smash the like button on your way out if you would. If you haven't already, you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We are at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night. I love all of you. Thank you.